going on? What is going on? Just gonna be working on some more stuff, making my way through, and yeah, we'll see. Let's see, fix the cross as efficient as possible, fix the ring, and size to 13 and a half. All right. So let's finish this cross up. What am I going to do? Yeah, let's just high polish. No, that's not gonna fit. That ain't gonna fit. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll get this little polishing wheel and polish up his bail and keep some of the black in there. All right. Try to match it up with this cross. All right. There we go. And that side's done. Go. And we'll do the sides. Cool, cross is done. They should like that. All right. Awesome sauce. All right, now let's see what's going on with this ring. Dang, they really tried cutting this bad boy off. Silver, are those diamonds? I think those are diamonds. We have to check it out. And yo, what is going on, Dakota? Hopefully you're enjoying your day. Also, you thought, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to be testing some diamonds and working on a silver ring right now and see if those are diamonds or if they're CZs. If they're diamonds, 1,000 times easier. If they're CZs, pain in the butt. So we're waiting on the diamond tester for the lamp to go on. Usually takes about 30 seconds. There we go. And that should be solid right there. Diamond. So we got diamonds right here. So that makes my job a whole lot easier. I don't know why you would put diamonds in a sterling silver ring, but each their own. To each their own. And this one's all messed up right there. They tried cutting it off with pliers. And then I have to size it to a 13. So first things first, see what size, or 13 and a half. First things first, put on the mandrel. It's all messed up. So let's round it out. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. Bend it with our fingers. All right, so now it's all rounded out. Grab our half. All right, so now it's all rounded out. This should be actually pretty simple. And it might be a 13 and a half already. No, it is not. Let's size it up. All right. All right. And let's do this. this? It's going. I was just fixing a few things and doing a little bit more research on Easter, and I need to research the Passover a little bit. But yeah, just been listening to scripture and stuff and researching Easter and the pagan origins of Easter, because I got some ideas. I just don't have enough time to professionally video edit like I used to. When I used to play around on computers all the time, I had all the time in the world to do all these professional edits, and I just don't have the desire to put that much time into it, even though I think it's important. So I don't know. We'll see what I do. But how's your day been going? Hopefully everything's been going well for you. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a Bible study tonight. So usually I don't do Bible studies on Tuesday, because for me that is my Sabbath. That I just spend time alone and just really get in scripture, and I do a lot of my studying on Tuesday. And then Fridays I do a Bible study with a couple of guys, some married men and whatnot, and that lasts until anywhere between midnight and 1. So that's why when I get home, I'm just too fried, and then I talk to my fiance for a little bit, and that's it. But yeah, there will be a Bible study tonight. Most likely going to be continuing with Revelation and continuing on, because I have a very big fascination right now with what people say about the rapture, because I don't read in the Bible that there's a pre-tribulation rapture. From all the reading that I've done, I see that there's going to be a caught up, that we're going to meet Jesus in the clouds, but it's when Jesus comes in the clouds, that's when he's coming back to take his rightful place here on earth, in in this earth, or the new earth that they're making right now, because the old earth and the old heaven have passed away, and a new earth and a new heaven will come, and then out of the clouds will be Jerusalem, where Jesus' kingdom is going to be. So when he comes, that's when he's going to reign. That's when he's going to be in the clouds. Until then, he's in his throne room and in the kingdom of heaven. So I just got a bunch of questions, and I don't like listening to people tell me what to believe. So there's been a lot on my mind. I've been doing a lot of studying. But so you're still working? Hopefully work's not going too bad. I've been praying for you, brother. So, you know, it's Easter. I mean, any holiday, man. Any holiday, it's hard for people like you that do your line of work, because people get crazy and they start acting a fool. So, you know, I'm sure you're probably pretty busy. Definitely. Yeah, if you have to shoot out, man, no worries at all. I'm just having some fun, making some repairing some jewelry, and that's it. And then pretty much the rest of my day is going to be studying about Easter and the pagan holiday that a lot of people are worshiping. So it is what it is. Alright, there we go. We got that piece cut. Now it dropped down here, so let's find it. Let's see, where did it drop? And that's why it's always good to have the tray out just a little bit. Now the thing is, if you can find it, so we're gonna add a little piece of silver into here, and then just solder it up. Okay, where did it go? That is one frustrating part about being a jeweler. Things will drop in your tray and then they'll be lost forever. And then a week later, you'll find it saying, oh, there's that piece. Oh, just like this. Here's a diamond. Cool. Oh, there's another little diamond. Son of a gun. I need to get better at my job. Come off it, little guy. There we go. Find diamonds left and right. Well, would you know it? Another little guy. Cool. All right. Well, I can't find that piece of silver. Where the heck did it go? There it is. Hiding by my buffing compound. Psh. Alright. Let's put this back. I got silver hard solder right there. Perfect. Alright, let me go steam this off and we'll get this into the ring. Awesome. Now there's a little bit of a burr, so let's take that off. And this is not as thick as I need it, but the good thing about repairing jewelry or sizing up. Alright, there we go. Even if the piece of metal isn't quite what you need, but it's almost there. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but you can put it in and it's almost there for the size to get to a 13.5. Now there's a little bit of a gap that'll round out, and then once you sand it, it'll leave a little bit of extra space. But if it's a little bit smaller than what you need, it's okay, because as long as it's tall enough, then you can hammer it out and it'll stretch it out just a little bit. So that actually might be perfect. And if you put the piece of sizing stock in while it's on the mandrel, is pretty much flat and even with the rest of the ring. So let's dip this in the alcohol and light it on fire. Some alcohol on my finger. Okay. Come on. There we go. Alright, let's cut a little chunk for that side, a little chunk for this side. Alright, now we have some marks. Let me see where the marks are. Let me flip this to the other side. So from where they tried cutting into it, I can either file that down, or I can add some solder and build it up and then file it back, which is going to be the more appropriate way. But since we're going to be soldering here, I'm going to use hard solder, so that way if anyone has to work on this ring later, they can come in with easy, and this sizing stock will not fall out. And then also hard solder on the sides, so that way it doesn't affect the sizing stock either, even if someone has to come in later and do some work there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's just cut a length. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, and 4. That should be good. And that should be perfect. Now all of this is hard solder, so it's all about controlling the torch. Sweet. All right, we're gonna get a little bit of a bigger flame, go to a size 5. All right. And then anytime you use a micro torch or a Smith torch, finger tight is all you want. You do not want to crank it down, because then you'll get leakage. And that's when you can cause things to explode. So I'm going to put a little bit of flux on this bad boy, or actually quite a lot. And especially where these cracks are, so the solder can flow. The ring has been cleaned. Now silver disperses heat very quickly, so you have to heat the ring to an appropriate temperature before you can kind of go in and start soldering. And me see if I can zoom in for you guys. There we go. Now you have to be careful because you don't know what other work has been done, especially when you're repairing jewelry. But just kind of do a little circle, make sure everything kind of gets pretty hot, like 9 to 1,000 degrees, 900 to 1,000 degrees. And then you'll start seeing the flux turn clear, and that means it's almost ready to solder. And then you can, once the ring is hot enough, where it just holds heat and it doesn't pull heat from your solder point, then you can start focusing your flame, going back and forth, and then get underneath, get it really nice. Now you're gonna have to get it pretty much red hot because you're using hard flux, or we're using hard flux, or solder. There we go, that's soldered. Let's get to our second piece. We're gonna solder the other side and get our sizing stock. Keep heating the ring. Try not to overheat because then you'll get bubbles. It happens from time to time. Then go from underneath. Use your solder pick to kind of coax the solder where you need it. And then I like to go from the back sometimes. Make sure it pulls all the way through. Silver's kind of a pain in the butt. There we go. That's gonna be good. Now let's start fixing these other little marks. Let's see here, almost there. All right, this isn't going quick enough. I'm impatient. Okay, flow, baby, flow. That's what I don't like about silver. It takes forever. With gold, you just go in and out, it don't matter. Gold doesn't disperse heat quickly. It stays in one spot. And that's what happens when you talk, you blow your flame out. All right. Keep moving the heat. Let's see, is that a little mark? Yeah, we'll add some right there. All right. That's about to start flowing. Red hot. There we go. That's done. Even that last part. Come on. There we go. And that one little last gash in the ring. And then this will be ready for filing, sanding, polishing, and then getting it out of my hair. Come on. All right. There we go. All right. Check the underneath, make sure all the solder flowed. There we go. All right. That's taken care of. Alright, cool. It's almost there. We're gonna file it just a bit, grind it down. When you're working with a high dollar laser, would you use it and not a torch? Yes and no. I wouldn't solder rings with it. I used it 50-50. I really use it a lot to retip rings. I would not retip rings on the torch at all after I had a good laser, because I didn't have to do anything. I would just spend 10 seconds there, just and then call it good, polish it, and then get it out. But on this laser, I won't even attempt to retip a ring, which sucks because now every once in a while when I get emeralds, I can't work on them. I have to take the emeralds out, then work on the metal, and and even on diamonds, I won't even bring diamonds onto this laser, because I don't know, for me, I just ruin them a lot quicker than just using the torch. It's just 1,000 times quicker on the torch for me. I can retip a ring really quick on the torch, and on this laser it would take me 4 times as long. So a good laser is important for a shop. Alright, so we're cutting off the sides, and then we're gonna check the side size and make sure it's a 13.5. Alright, sweet. So we got that. Put it on, 13, perfect. And then there's a little bit of space, so press it down. There we go. So that's perfect. So I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's see. There's 13, 13.5 would be right there. So it's almost there. So that means when we clean it up, it'll drop perfectly. All right. Now we're doing the sides. Making the sides completely flat. First by taking off the nub, keeping the angle of the ring. After we repair those gashes. Awesome. Sweet. Now on to the other side. That one has a little bit an extra nub, so speed our process along by grinding it, and then coming back in with our file. Taking that down, keeping one angle, and then when you start seeing your file start hitting the sides, then check to see if anything's wavy, and start going back and forth with sides at different angles, and that'll keep you straight, and you'll start seeing the metal come together and being flat and even. And right here, you're just looking to get close enough because you want to use your sanders to get better. So there's that. All right, let's check 13, and then once we do our final sand, it'll be 13.5. So Now you guys can see there's 13 right there. 13, 13 and a quarter, 13 and a half. Right there. So 13, 13 and a quarter. Wait, am I reading that right? 13, there we go. Yeah, 13 and a half on the dot. Then we just do the cleanup. And it's right there. So just some simple sanding and we're good to go. So let's cut this nub off. Actually, yeah, let's just cut it off. Actually, I'll do it this way. All right. Awesome. Come with our file. Sweet. All right, now let's do the sanding drum. I love these sanding drums at 600 or 800 grit. These are amazing. Keep it the same angle as per usual. And try not to slip off the ring. And a 600 grit's alright as well too, because once you get most of the grit off, it basically becomes an 800. And then 800 basically becomes 1,000 grit, which is amazing. So I love these sanding drums. And they're cheap too. A bag of 100 is like 12 bucks, 15 bucks. All right, we're getting close. All right. Clean up some of those scratches. Awesome. Now the top. Clean that section up just a little bit. Sweet. Everything is level and even. It's going to be really hard to tell if this ring was ever damaged. Doing a comfort fit for him. Awesome. And then round out the edge. There we go. So now we have a completely fixed ring. No more gashes. It's not torn apart. Last step before polishing. Get our sandpaper and take off the aggressive scratches. That's gonna tear. I'm putting my finger over the sandpaper right now just because it's gonna tear and it's gonna start shooting everywhere. Kind of hurts from time to time when it does it. I could hear it. It's about to give out. And you want to come at different angles, so that way everything stays even and the scratches come out a lot easier. It's kind of like cross hatching. Now the outside. So I do the middle first and then I do the sides. And you can either do the inside of the ring or the outside of the ring first, it don't matter. But I go halfway and then I flip it around and do the other side. Then I continue all the way around. One more time, whatever you do to one side, do the equal thing to the other side, and that's how you stay level and even, as a rule of thumb. Alright, now let's do the inside because the sandpaper is wearing out. All the way around. Sweet. Just like I said, one side, you do it to the other side. Now the comfort fit at a 45-degree angle. 45-degree angle. One more time in the center. And then the final part, because this will cut your sandpaper off, is you do the 45 rounded on the outside. If it was a rounded band. And then I like to come right there in the middle one more time. And then you're done. So you have the inside, smooth, comfort fit, rounded sides, all fixed up. Oh, I need to do that part. I'm glad I showed you guys. When you're doing stuff on camera, there's a tendency to forget some stuff. Just do a quick little sanding right here. Nothing too crazy. Just get it ready for polish. Ooh, there's a couple of gashes. See if we can take care of that for him real quick. There we go. Level it out. Alright. So now it's ready for polish. So I'm gonna go polish it and I'll show you guys the final product. Oh, that's gonna look good. Sweet. What's going on, Dave?
Hey, question I think I know the answer to, but I want to confirm with it since I wind up hitting you with it. Now it's an 8mm stone. I may be selling an 8.4mm round stone. Think that will open up just enough?
Yeah. If you sell a little bit bigger, I can get something working there.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. No worries.
I can borrow the sign.
Can we just do it real quick?
How many is this?
Thank you.
No worries.
All right. All right. So we are now done. The light over here. So all polished up. Perfectly symmetrical. Has the comfort fit like it originally had, which is good. Size 13.5. And ready to go out to the customer. So he also had this cross, which is steel with a silver bail, so that's a funny one. It's like at that point, just buy another cross. But it is what it is. Let's get our fingerprints off of this because we are all grubby. And get it ready for the customer. All right, fingerprints are off. Everything's all good. Can't even tell that it was worked on. Looks almost brand new. I would say that's good enough for government work. All right, get this. And we're done with that. Size 4 and fit engagement ring. David. So do I want to do that one right now? Estimate, what is this? Estimate, replace missing stones, custom made piece from Casavante, all lab grown diamonds. What? Estimate to replace missing stones. Am I giving the estimate, Dave, or am I replacing the missing diamonds? There's 2 diamonds right there. I don't do estimates. I don't deal with prices. You either put the money in my hand or you give me the jewelry. Alright, so what is this? So we got these 2 right here. So an engagement set. And this needs to be, what, 14 karat. And these are almost half a carat total weight on that one. I don't know what this one is, nor does it really matter. What size all of this to a 4, and then fit the engagement. So this is almost a 4. This is probably bigger than a 4. Yeah. Okay. This is so close. So close to being what they need with that gallery. You don't want to stretch it on a ring stretcher So what I'm gonna do is just stretch it the old-fashioned way, and that's pretty much there. That's pretty much there. Flip it around, and it's not gonna take too much off the thickness. Go. Make sure it's round. Oh, yep, see it. I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, so a baguette fell out. A little tiny diamond from the side. I don't think it's gonna be that much of a pain to put that back in. It is what it is. So that baguette fell out. There should be a baguette right there, and that one fell out. So, but the reason why I don't want to size this one really too much up is because we have this gallery that's very thin, and then you can start losing more diamonds over here, and this is already thick enough for the shank that just stretching it, not even a quarter size, half a quarter, brought it to the size that I need. So this is now a 4. And I gotta bring these down to fit into here because we have a size discrepancy. And that doesn't work. So let's put this tag back in. We have our diamond here set to the side. We're gonna put it somewhere for safekeeping. So that's a pretty little diamond, even though it's lab grown. All right, now I'm gonna cut some metal off of this and bring those in. And a lot of these diamonds are going to get loose. That is going to suck. Hopefully they don't fall out and I can just go in and tighten them on my way. That's a pain in the butt. Okay, how many, see what size is this? And this needs to go down to like a 4 almost. A little bit bigger than a 4. This is a 6.5 sitting in the middle. So let's do 2 sizes and see where that lays. These ones are always a little bit tricky because they're a cage setting for the main ring, and the main ring has to drop in a little bit lower. So I'd rather move a little bit less than a little bit more and then have to add metal at the end. So it should be just slightly bigger than what you need. And that way it'll click in, or not always click in, but it'll fit in. So let's mark this and start going. So go right here in the middle. All right, nice and even. This is, you can do it one of two ways. One of two ways, right? After you have marked the metal, you can either go in with a saw and start nice and even and cut it that way, or you can use your equipment and use a cutting disc, a separating disc, and then see where you're marked and then cut that way and then put it together. So I generally like these because it's a lot quicker. It's very thin, doesn't take too much metal out. They're very expensive though. It's like $50 for a set of 12. But they're carbon fiber and they're amazing. They're amazing and they last quite a bit, even if they get kind of messed up. So let's cut this and see where we're rocking. Okay. These are very dangerous though too, so every once in a while they do make me jump. Because if this touches my finger, it's cutting and slicing through my finger. It's funny. Alright, let's cut this side. There we go. So now we have that cut at the same angle, and then there's a super special tool that we can use to make that gap go together. It's called Don't Be a Baby, and pinch it. All right, so pinched it good enough. Now we can actually use a real tool. Grab our half rounds, and then I put a finger underneath and then bend toward the center, just halfway, flip it around, finger underneath, bend about halfway, almost there, then come up right here and make it even. Then this needs to be even. There we go. And then we can get an idea. Also check the diamonds, see if any diamonds came out. And note we are solid. No diamonds came out. So now we can check the size. See if we gotta bring it down a little bit more. Okay. So yeah, this ring is not really set up for this. It would have been better actually if they would have flipped these rings around. So we're almost there. We have to take a little bit more out. What is that? About a size and a half. Yeah, I like to be cautious with these because I don't like adding extra metal. All right, let's just do another size. Ooh, that burns. That landed on my skin. Oh, and that's on my finger. This is why you get so many burns everywhere. That one landed right here, and then another chunk landed right there. And then we're gonna use the special tool again called Don't Be a Baby. Pinch it. Oh, all right. That should be pretty solid. Dang, going down to a 4, that's okay. So we did lose 1 diamond so far. There's 1 right there. Yeah, coming down this much, I already knew we were gonna lose diamonds. So let's bend that over, just like I told you. There was another one that just came out. Yeah, that one fell right there. Okay, and let's bend this side. Okay, get that touching, almost. All right. So we have 1 and 2 diamonds that fell out. That still needs to come down just a tad bit more, so we're almost there. Like I said, I like to be more careful than just let's go. Because adding to these sucks. All right, let's get some diamonds. There's a little tiny one right here. That doesn't go to our ring. Somehow there's a yellow diamond right there. And I'm pretty sure this one got, I know this one fell, I know it fell onto the board. Oh, there's a little princess cut diamond right there. Now, where did this one fall? Yeah, I might just have to dig through my box and replace it. Okay, well, I ain't got time to worry about that. We're just gonna have to get them a new diamond. Alright, maybe I'll find it while I start working. See, and you do it right above your soldering board, and then it disappears. Ain't that a bummer? Okay. Well, it is what it is. Alright, let's put the diamonds together. Oh well. All's fair in love and war, I guess. Alright, let's just cut a little bit more off. There it is. 1, 2, 3. 3 diamonds came out. Alright. Alright. Bend that into place. Alright, before we finish everything up, let's just test. Alright. Almost perfect. Now let's get this kissing. Alright. That'll be perfect. Alright. There we go. Get this side down just a bit. There we go. Bend that side down just a tad. Alright, sweet. And let's get it touching all the way. Awesome. The other side. Alright, let's straighten it out just a little bit more. There we go. That should be perfect. Yeah, and then once I flare it out just a little bit, it'll sit perfect in there. All right. So now, it goes in and out. It's the same size, just about. Because then once I flare this out to match the gallery, then it'll sit a little bit lower, and that'll be perfect. So let's solder it, and then reset those diamonds, and then it'll be perfect. Dang, man, that little piece of metal burned. It's already got like a big old mark right there. That sucks. Man, I got marks all over my body. Perks of being a goldsmith. Perks of being a goldsmith. All right. We're gonna come in with. We're gonna do hard, or we're gonna do easy solder. Do you want to show out? Nah. Yeah, we're just gonna do hard solder, because if anyone has the sizes, or hopefully I don't ever again, if I have to, then at least I can come in with easy solder. But seeing a ring this small, most likely, I mean, when I see a ring this small, I already know it's been sized that small, and that there's previous work been done to it. So I would naturally already do easy solder for the most part. Now we're gonna switch from a 5 to a 4. Jesus loves me, I know, for the Bible tells me so. All right. Add a little bit of flux. Now we're working with gold, so the flame can be extra hot and localized. And we don't have to worry about heating the ring up. We can just literally just hit the zone, call it good. There we go, soldered. Soldered. Let's run that a little bit more. There we go. Done. Now it's soldered with a couple missing diamonds. Okay. So that's not bad. Awesome. I don't know. Might take it down just a little bit more so it sits better. It's just getting way too oval. Judgment call. Judgment call on this one. Do I take it down? So, see, this ring's already getting oval. And it's almost there. So, I don't know. Let's take it down just a tad bit more. Just a tad. And since we already got solder on here, let's do it on the side of the solder. Ooh, that burns. There we go. There we go. All right. bend it over. Don't lose any more diamonds, please. That would be amazing. All right. Awesome. Let's catch it on fire. It's already got the solder on there, so let's just run it. There we go. There we go. Done. Check fitment. Awesome. And then it'll round out just a little bit. But it fits in there nice. And then this will round out once we put it on the mandrel. Will this be small enough? No. Dang it. All right, hand file. Jaime, were you talking about the chicken? Oh, okay. I heard have faith because I've been having faith on a different dish other than this chicken. Okay. All right. Cool. So we got that smoothed out. Now let's just take care of this little section right here on top. Awesome. This little section on the other side. Right before we round it out. All right. Leave a little bit to sand. There we go. Perfect. Now let's round it out. It's fitting at a 1 1/4 right now. That's hilarious. All right. So we got 1, 2, 3 diamonds missing. Let's see. That fits almost perfect. Almost perfect. Make sure this is, yeah, that's a 4. We're gonna stretch it out just a little bit more. Because I have a feeling that they're gonna need a little bit bigger than a 4 because of how this is gonna fit. And it kind of works out for me too. That fits good. That fits good. All right. This is a pain in the butt, but it's working. It's working. All right, so let's get this out. Let's clean up the outside or the middle band first. Get the scratches off. All right. Clean up the side. This side. Awesome. Touch that little section. Not a lot, just a little bit. Alright. Sweet. Now let's touch the outside. Alright. Nice and flat. Sweet. Comfort fit. It's a little bit small for that actually. Okay, sweet. Now let's come in with our sandpaper. Get all the scratches out. Shoot the ring on the ground. Play the game, don't step on it. All right. Clean up the inside, and then we're gonna do the inside. There we go. All right, let's take some of the sandpaper off. Hasta luego. All right. 1,000 times easier. 1,000 times easier. That little mark is gone. Little mark is gone. That little mark is gone. Comfort fit. Alright, now let's do the outside. With a little bit of sandpaper. Sweet. Alright, now this side with a little sandpaper. Alright, now we can do the inside of that one, but first let's hit the sandpaper on this while it's still got some grit. couple of ways we could do this when we clean the inside. That's going to be too big because it's going to start cutting into the gold. All right, so where is it? Where are you, baby? Where are ya? Ooh, I think I gotta get some more. All right, no. Here we go. Here's a smaller separating disc. And I'm just gonna lightly go. You gotta be real careful because you don't want to hit the other sides. Even that out. Even this little section. There we go, sweet. And now that it's started, we can go with our file. And file this flat. Make sure you're even. Sweet. There's a better file I can use because this has a little bit of extra solder. A little bit of extra solder. What am I gonna use? All right. And then on this, I actually grinded this smooth so that way it doesn't rub and file, but it has a file on this side. Oh, way better. Definitely quicker. Definitely quicker. Sweet. All right. That is done. Put that back. Come in with the fine file to clean it up. Sweet. That is good. Sometimes you can do it with the fine file. Sometimes the aggressive one is what you need. So now it's even. Que pasó, Brolo?
Here you go.
What is this? I am. I don't celebrate Easter. Thank you, though.
It's just a church.
Pagan church.
Okay.
People in sin seek solution. A simple solution to our problem separation. God creates us in his own image and gave us abundant life. God gave us a will and freedom of choice. No, he didn't, not after salvation. We chose to disobey God and go our own way willfully. No, we didn't. That was Adam and Eve. We still make this choice today because we're all born in sin. The result, this results in separation from God. No, the result is the original sin through Adam and Eve. And we have to ask God into our lives. So, for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. Romans 3:23. We try to abridge our separation from God in many ways. People, good works, religion, philosophy, morality, and then separation. God, holy, abundant. There is only one solution to our problem. People, God, Jesus Christ is in the center. All right, I agree with that. God's plan of salvation. Jesus said, "Truly, truly, I say to you, unless someone is born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God." John 3:3. For God so loved the world, he gave his only Son, that everyone who believes in him will not perish but have eternal life. John 3:16. Jesus said, "I came so that they would have life." and have it abundantly, a full and meaningful life. John 10:10. The one who believes in the Son has eternal life, but the one who does not obey the Son will not see life, but the wrath of God remains on him. John 3:16. Yeah, that's true. In layman's context, this sounds like a Christian Standard Bible. Oh, New American Standard. Yeah, no, I read KJV. The NASB or NAS, New American Standard Bible, the New American Standard trademarks are registered in the United States. Trash. The Gospel according to John. Oh, so it's just literally a book of John. When I can just go to my John. Now, if this is CSB though, but these are the ones I give away. Book of John. An adulteress forgiven. At dawn he went to the temple again, and all people were coming to him. He sat down and began to teach them. Then the scribes and the Pharisees brought a woman and caught in adultery, making her stand in the center. Teacher, they said to him, this woman was caught in the act of committing adultery, and the law of Moses commanded to us to stone such a woman. So what do you say? They asked this to trap him in order that they might have evidence to accuse him. Jesus stooped down and started writing on the ground with his finger. When they persisted in questioning him, he stood up and said to them, the one without sin among you should be the first to throw a stone at her. They stooped down again and continued writing on the ground. When they heard this, they left one by one, standing with the older men. Only he was left, with the woman in the center. When Jesus stood up, he said to her, woman, why, where are they? Has no one come condemned you? No one, Lord, she answered. Neither do I condemn you. Jesus said, go, and from now on, do not sin anymore. Jesus says don't sin. Honestly, from that, I don't. Actually, I personally think that Jesus was in this live stream. I really gotta go. Do I not have one small enough? Son of a biscuit. I'm gonna have to do it the other way. Son of a potato. Son of a potato. Yeah, that don't fit. That don't fit. Dang. That sucks. Yeah, I don't have one smaller. That's kind of a bummer. Oh, yeah, so I'm gonna have to use my wax. So this stuff is really cool. So this is pretty much just hard wax. You heat it up with you do a air dryer or a hair dryer or a air gun, I don't know, whatever these things are called, with a heat gun. Heat that up. And then you put it into the hard plastic, and then you put it into the hard plastic, and then you can set the diamonds. It gets all hard after you chill it out. Now after I melt this and I put something into it, I take the GRS setting ball, I put it into the freezer, and then I wait just about 3 minutes, and it's hard enough for you to work on for the most part. But we got everything all cleaned up, rounded out, ready to go, nice and perfect. So that is amazing. Oh, my fiance, yeah, she just called. And then I gotta set the diamond on here. I have to set the baguette, the brilliance on the side, and we're gonna call that. But I gotta go to the bathroom, so I will see you guys another day. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Hopefully you guys learned some really cool stuff. And also, if you guys need a Bible, I have Bibles. And then I also say, go check out my go check out my Bible giveaway because I give out really nice KJVs for free, and the giveaway is going to be done after tomorrow, actually. So your chance to enter for the Bible giveaway ends tomorrow, and then I'll pick a winner, and if you win, then I ship you a free Bible. You guys stay sexy. Laters.